Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Banter in the Box. Maybe some chance it's your game week 5 review. Coming to you slightly later than usual. I've been on my hollybobs. And as a result, we have a cut down Banter in the Box this week because it's only going to be a few days before we're back with a game week 6 review. So in this week's Banter in the Box, I've got your game week 5 winners and losers. 4 winners all picking up a manager of the season point, and just your 2 losers each losing a manager of the season point. And a manager of the season update. Has anyone got the who the fuck is that seems to have everyone stumped? I say everyone, the 2 or 3 people that are regularly having a guess. So without further ado, take a bow. Keith Simons. Keith went into the transfer market in the first, second, and third week of the season, but that early season transfer activity is starting to pay off. Keith climbed 1 place to 17th in the table, which is a season high for Mr. Simons. Take a bow also, the Musketeers manager, Sarah Goodwin, climbed 2 places up to the heady heights of 6th. You have to go back to the 17th of November 2023 for the last time Sarah was as high as 6th in the table. Take a bow also, Benny United manager Mark Benwell climbed 1 place to 2nd in the table. 19th of September 2020, over 5 years ago, the last time Benny United was as high as 2nd in the table. But the biggest game week 5 winner, where did this come from? Take a bow, Norfolk and Chance FC manager Angela Addis climbed 1 place to 16th, recording her first weekly win of the season with 49 points. And someone who's normally a relegation struggler. Well, she's not quite out of the relegation battle yet, 16th, but it's a good start by Angela's standards. So 1 manager of the season point to those 4. Your game week 5 losers, and for the 2nd week running, what is going on? Alexi Lagos, Greece Lightning fell 2 places down to 8th. Alexi has not been as low as 8th in the table since the end of the 2022-2023 season. The biggest game week 5 loser, Gobi Desert Canoe Club. He was a game week 4 winner, but he's a game week 5 loser. The biggest fallers in game week 5, down 4 places to 15th after he was the lowest scorer in game week 5. Both of those managers losing a manager of the season point. Now, who the fuck is that? I can't even remember. What is it worth this week? I think it was worth 4 points this week. 4 points if you guess the manager. 1 bonus point if you get the body part, but you don't get the body part point unless you've got the manager right. Benny United manager Mark Benwell thought that was a picture of Masters of None manager Jack Hawksby's arm. It's not a picture of Jack Hawksby, and as I've already said, arm will not give you the bonus point. And she has a go every week, God love her. Sarah Goodwin, the Musketeers manager, thought that was a picture of Gobi Desert Canoe Club manager Pops Hawksby's neck. That is not a picture of Gobi Desert Canoe Club manager Pops Hawksby, nor is it a neck. So, to date, nobody has guessed the manager, nobody has guessed the body part. So the manager of the season table looks like this. Pops Hawksby drops to joint 6th for being a game week 5 loser. Mark Benwell goes clear 3rd for being a game week 5 winner, and Sarah Goodwin extends her lead at the top to 4 points for being a game week 5 winner. That's the top half of the manager of the season table. There are some other managers way down, not worth mentioning, but that's the current manager of the season table. Remember, the manager that finishes top of the manager of the season table earns £20 million in tactical gambits. Sarah has that in her pocket this season. The manager that comes 2nd earns £10 million in tactical gambits. Niall Ponsford has that in his pocket from last season, and the manager that finishes third earns £5 million in tactical gambits. Mops Hoxby has that in her back pocket from last season. Not just guessing who the fuck is that gets you manager of the season points. Banter does. Quote of the weeks. Send stuff to me about other managers. Post amusing material on the Family Fantasy Football League Facebook group. Lots of ways to earn manager of the season points, but you can also earn 5 points next week if you can tell me which current Family Fantasy Football League manager is pictured there. I'll give you 5 points if you tell me the manager, and if you get the manager correctly, then you'll get a bonus point if you can also identify the body part. So that is the game week 5 review. I'll be back at normal time, either Friday evening or Saturday for the game week 6 review. We will have an FFFL Cup preview because it is the next round of group stage matches in the Family Fantasy Football League Cup. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye bye.